Dear students, today we are going to start the new chapter, chapter 6 of NCERT. This chapter is electromagnetic induction. In this chapter, we shall learn very fascinating topics. So let us start what is electromagnetic induction, and we will also learn the Faraday's law for electromagnetic induction. What is electromagnetic induction? Well, Faraday was able to successfully demonstrate that whenever we bring some change in magnetic flux associated with any circuit, an EMF is generated across the two open ends of that circuit. This phenomena is known as electromagnetic induction. And on the basis of various experimental observations, he could derive very important law, which is known as Faraday's law for electromagnetic induction. Out of so many possibilities, we shall talk about the two experimental setup. In this, we have a solenoid and we bring the north pole of a bar magnet closer towards the solenoid. In this case, what happens? The magnetic flux associated with the solenoid increases, because you see, as the north pole is approaching the solenoid, the magnetic flux per unit area is increased, and therefore while it was far away, the total number of magnetic field lines passing through the solenoid should be less, and when the magnet approaches very close to the solenoid, the more number of magnetic field lines shall be passing through the solenoid. So that means there is change in magnetic field lines associated with the solenoid, that is change in magnetic flux associated with the solenoid. Because how we define a magnetic flux? We have already defined magnetic flux as phi magnetic flux as the dot product of magnetic field and area vector. So that means magnetic flux is what? Total magnetic field lines passing normally through a surface is known as magnetic flux associated with the circuit. So in this case, the magnetic field lines increases, and as this happens, an EMF is generated across the two ends of the solenoid. You should notice that there is no cell in the circuit. Still some EMF is generated in the solenoid at the two ends of the two solenoids. So that means this phenomena, generation of electric potential, when the body is placed in variable magnetic field, is known as electromagnetic induction. Means when the magnetic field is varied, means magnetic flux associated with the body is varied. In this case, we are bringing the north pole closer towards the solenoid. The magnetic flux associated with the solenoid is increased, and EMF is generated across the two ends of the solenoid. So this is one situation. Now if we think of something different, that now we carry the north pole of the bar magnet away from the solenoid. That means if the motion of the magnet is reversed, what happens? Again EMF is generated across the two ends of the solenoid, but in this case the polarity of the EMF generated is just reverse of that in the first case. In the first case, if EMF was generated in one direction, then in the second case EMF is generated but in reverse direction. One thing also, Faraday noticed that faster is the motion of the magnet, means faster is the change in magnetic flux, means higher is the rate of change in magnetic flux, greater is the EMF induced. now if the direction of motion is reverse, it means the magnetic flux associated with the solenoid is decreasing, because while the north pole was close to it, magnetic field lines associated with the solenoid was large enough. When the north pole is carried away from the solenoid, magnetic field lines associated with the solenoid is reduced. So in this case, the magnetic flux associated with the solenoid is decreasing, while in the first case, figure 1, the magnetic field lines associated with the solenoid increases. So EMF induced in the first case will be reverse in sense with respect to the figure 2, in which the EMF is also induced, but both the EMF are in reverse sense. Again, in this case also, if the motion of magnet is high, then change in magnetic field lines is high. That means rate of change in magnetic flux associated with the solenoid is high, and in that case the EMF induced is also high. These facts were observed by the Faraday, and he compiled all his observations in the form of two laws, which is known as Faraday's law for electromagnetic induction. What the first law says, that whenever amount of magnetic flux linked with a circuit changes, an EMF is induced in this circuit. This EMF lasts so long as this change continues. Means so long the change in magnetic flux continues, the EMF survives. The moment change in magnetic flux stops, the EMF also vanishes. Second law is that magnitude of EMF is directly proportional, induced EMF is directly proportional to the rate of change in magnetic flux associated with the circuit, and therefore we can write EMF is proportional to d phi b by dt. d phi b by dt is rate of change in magnetic flux. Now if we have a proper choice of units of these EMF, magnetic flux and time, we can get this relation that EMF E is equal to d phi b by dt. Means induced EMF is equal to the rate of change in magnetic flux associated with the circuit. This is the second law, and it has great many applications in our life. Whatever the generation of electricity we see these days through the generators, all works on this principle. So we shall be talking more about these things in next lecture. Thank you and have a nice day.